Yeah, welcome to day 6 of our KDP journey, right? Because since I just the talk, the flex. I mentioned something yesterday that's about competition, right? I use cookbook for instance. One of the reasons why I kept on saying this, right, is that teaching for me, I'm not scared to tell you write a book on this particular, and even though if it's a niche that I'm doing, because I have the knowledge to like God give me the wisdom. One of my name is Solomon, right? I know the meaning of Solomon, right? God give me the wisdom to follow my instincts, lay idea in my mind, and I implement it. I'll make sales. Even though I tell you that this is the book I'm doing. Like a few months ago, in August, I exposed the niche I was doing, and the niche make me look at the sales here, right? It make me just in a month, right? And when I exposed it, over like 60 to 90 people joined. And guess what I did? I just left it that way. I didn't add more books to that niche. People have cash out in that niche very well. But guess what? Personally, new niche, new idea will come to my head. So the more I teach, the more God lay more inspiration of what's it called? The new niche I should fall into. So the more I dish it out, the more. And why am I dishing this thing out? Like I mentioned yesterday in the video you watched in day 5, right? Which I even talk for this. I talked about why most coaches they tends to not want to share the updates is because they don't want it to be saturated, right? One of the reasons why my main mentorship, right, this thing you're getting for free, I charge 100K for it, right? That's pre-recorded videos. They are there. And for my one-on-one, I charge 500K for it. But I just decide that because I'm venturing into YouTube automation, I want to leave KDP for people that will to liberate people out of poverty at the same time give back to the community, even though not be community pay for my mentorship. I just feel like this is what I just need to do, right? For people not want to release their niche is they don't want to be saturated. And for me, I used to say something I'll keep on saying, Amazon KDP money now, blood money they bear. Enough if finish. Nobody Amazon KDP money. YouTube automation, drop shipping, affiliate marketing. The money is there. Just bring the idea. The money in your money oju ọ̀run ó tẹ́yẹ fò, meaning the sky is wide enough for different birds to fly. So the money is already there on the platform. Yours is just to God should lay the idea, the right idea in. I never even talk with I won't talk today. God should lay the right idea in your mind that will make your book sales. Come in, come out, go in, go out. Everybody go make their money. Yeah, you can see people making $50,000 on a monthly basis on Amazon. Yes, it's possible. I see people they do it. Where I see people will make $20,000 in less than 48 hours. Is respect Ima Bams. That one they cash out 247. Respect, I will say it again. Ima Bams. All those guys are guru in KDP. You can search his name on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about. Right? So what am I saying in essence? The money is there. Yours is just to come in, carry your own. If you don't tire, come out. For me, I don't go tire. Do you get it? That's why I'm giving it. That's why I'm sharing it. So it depends on how you want to utilize the information, you get the money out. So what do I want to talk about today? As I said, I want to talk about niche and I want to talk about book. But before I talk about niche, maybe niche will be tomorrow. Niche, like different niches we can venture into that we'll be doing together. Right? I want to talk about these books I'm talking about. What are the types of books we can write on Amazon? There are different type of books, right? There are different type of books. We have the fiction books and the non-fiction books. Are you writing? Let me see your bio and your paper. We have the fiction and the non-fiction books. What are fiction books? Fiction books are those books where most people we read in when we are pretty much young. So all these books we read when we are younger, right? Right? All these Ali go to school, Simbi, all those Macmillan, because me I'm millennial, I'm not Gen Z. All those Macmillan books we read back then, they are fiction books, right? There are some stories that are fiction. This I don't even know the books I can mention that is popular. I'm not the book reading person, but I just make money from writing books, right? You can Google it. Just understand. I'm giving you the idea what books are. Just Google fiction so that you'll be able to understand what fiction books are. Another thing about teaching or anybody you pay your money to learn from, guess what? You need to go extra mile. Even as a student, right, in university, in polytechnic, in secondary school, you should not relent on what your coach or your mentor is teaching you. Yourself, you need to go extra mile so that you can. The goal of every mentor, that's the right mentor, is for their student to excel more than them. So for you to excel more than your mentor, you need to go extra mile, learn from outside source. In short, paid for more knowledge. I signed up for one class, like the guy is on TikTok here. If I get his picture, I'll put it here. He's teaching me video automation and YouTube automation as well, right? AI videos and YouTube automation. He mentioned the class in class today that we should pay for more courses. E.g., he mentioned AI prompting, right? Prompting general, not AI prompting. Prompting, we should go and pay for prompting, which I love that. You should not learn on what I'm teaching you. So for fiction books are just imaginational book. That's my own way. If you know see imagination for Google, but this is me explaining all my own language. Something we know exists, something we know happen, but you just write them. E.g., all these werewolf book, all this romance novel that you read, they are fiction books, right? Something we know exists, just from imagination, from thinking, from thoughts, from instincts, they just put it together, and those books are dope. Right? I have a course on that. I've bought that course for about 6 to 8 months. I never studied them at all. Funny enough, now one of my students in KDP that ventured into fiction books, he did a course on it, right? Which I paid him. Yeah, he's not a student, but I paid. I want to know how fiction books are being done, but I never watched the video up to now. Over like 8 months, if I'm not mistaken. But I have the idea on how to do it. I want to do it. Fiction books, right? That's example of fiction book. Werewolf, romance, all these story tale, just name them, they are fiction books. The other part is the non-fiction books. An example of non-fiction books are, e.g., what can I mention? How to, all this how to book, like all this guide are, let's say, in America, in the developed countries, they use, like this iPhone 18 will be coming out this year, right? There will be a guide on how to operate iPhone 18. Those are non-fiction books. There will be a guide to say review about iPhone 18, for instance. Those are non-fiction books, right? Storybook for children. No, most storybook for children are fiction books. Most storybooks. But let's say a book that, like, I like mentioning history of Nigeria, for instance. They are non-fiction books. History of South Africa, they are non-fiction books. So those are what happened. History of Oduduwa, that's the topic the guy used to teach us video automation today. Oduduwa is non-fiction books because they are history of what have happened before. They are life history that has happened. E.g., I mentioned one of the video I did in day 4. So I mentioned Kataife is trending. So I decided to write a book. Let's assume Kataife happens to be an American. He based in America. Is a streamer in America. As a trend for Nigeria, where we talk about ham. As Arinsin, Guachukwu, they call him. As it's trend, let's assume he's American. There's a niche we call trend niche. If I should write a book about Arinsin because it's trending, that's America. I know some you go write about Arinsin when you start to the write. I want to write about VDM. Yeah, someone should write. Let's say VDM to be an activist in America. I can write a book about him and publish. People will buy. Right? Those are non-fiction books. As Kataife is trending, like I said, I try to write why is it trending? What happened to his relationship? I can write a book. Those are under trend niche. Or I can write a biography about Kataife. Those are non-fiction books. So biography of all these people, the biography of Elon Musk, biography of Bill Gates, biography of all these top millionaires, the most richest people in the world. You can try to write the biography of richest people in the world. Biography is difficult to write. It's easy to write, but it's difficult to manage if you don't know how to do it. I'm just using this as an example. Right? So biography of people, biography of celebrities in America, all these developed country, not in Nigeria. But you can write biography of Wizkid, Davido, because they are international people, right? What you want to know who is Wizkid from? But me, I don't write that kind of book. Now, those are people did it where they know well and I go right. So, like I was saying, those are non-fiction books. So you know today there are two set of books. There are fiction and non-fiction books. So under fiction, fiction and non-fiction, there are still some subcategory. But I don't want to bombard your head with too much information. Because if you started feeling confused, now their problem could be. I don't want to make you confused, right? But personally, for the sake of this training, this free mentorship we are getting, we are dealing with the non-fiction aspect. For fiction, if you want to do fiction, I don't get time to teach that one, but I get person if I recommend, maybe you go buy in course. It's as simple as that. But I'm not doing fiction. Personally, all the money I've been making for years now, they are non-fiction books, right? And you have been getting an idea of the kind of books I write on a gradual basis, right? So, what again? So I know you must have listened, you must have here travel guide, cookbook, this and that. They are non-fiction books. Do you get? So which book are we writing? When we get here, you know. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same station. Stay tuned. My name is Renekon, the Amazon KDP expert. Peace out.